at Coach WONDERGEDDON. NBA playoff ratings have gone down. Can you tell us why? Glad you asked. Thanks for watching, guys. Coach WONDERGEDDON, another episode of Coach WONDERGEDDON Season 2. I was recently asked a question about the NBA playoffs ratings being down by 26%. I was asked what my views on this was, and I'm going to tell you guys right now. I think it's a combination of a few things. I'm going to list them off to you one by one. One thing that I think is the problem, if it is a problem, is that there's two teams right now in the NBA that are trying to be double champions. The Toronto Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins are also in the playoffs. So that means that's two cities that are divided into four different teams / sports. I think once that they're actually facing each other in the NHL, I think that once that gets settled, one team obviously not having to play NHL anymore, watch NHL anymore, will sit down and watch the NBA Celtics as they play the Pacers. Yep, that's me saying that I think that Toronto's going to beat the Bruins. But if I'm wrong, then Toronto could catch a Raptors versus the Orlando Magic. And but I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Bruins are going to lose to the Maple Leafs, and I think the Celtics are going to get a few more fans, thus raising the percentage of people who are not watching the playoffs. I know a lot of people are blaming LeBron James's absence for why this is happening as well, so I'm going to make that a quick number 2. Number 3 is a lot of people believe that Golden State is just going to sweep everyone. Indeed, that would make the playoffs boring if that was the case, but that is not the case this year, guys. Golden State is going to have a lot harder time than you think that they will in the playoffs. The Western Conference is deep, really, really deep. As if you guys don't know, DeMarcus Cousins was recently injured. He'll be gone for the rest of the playoffs. That's a pretty big blow. That's a starting center that's not going to be there for the rest of the playoffs. On a team like the Clippers, who they're playing right now, you're looking at a team with a pretty deep bench. Lou Williams is in there. Montrezl Harrell is in there. That's a deep bench. And when you are using one or two players in the center position to make up for the absent one player, that's going to cause a lot of problems between the two teams. It's going to make it a lot harder. Golden State still, even if they lose or even if they do win, I think the Clippers are going to be able to wear them out a little bit. And the next round they're going to be facing, it could be Houston in the second round. It's not going to be easy for them. It's going to be a really hard one. Number 4, if you're not watching the playoffs yet, watch a Spurs game. DeRozan is in the playoffs again, guys. This time without LeBron James ruining his season as he's done for the last few years. No more excuses for DeRozan. So it's fun to watch. Is he a good player? Has he been a good player as I've been thinking that he was this whole time? Or is he like a lot of Toronto haters that think that DeRozan's just not that good of a player? I think we're going to see it, or I think we're seeing it in the Spurs series right now. They're facing the Nuggets. They are a number 7 seed and they are facing the number 2 seed, and they look like they're close to eliminating them, where they have a really high shot of eliminating the Nuggets. I think this is a good team. I think DeRozan and Rudy Gay have been able to play with each other for a long time. I thought since they tried it in Toronto the first time a few years back, I thought that if they gave it more time, it would have worked out. The time wasn't given. So let's see how it's working out. I think it's going to be fine. Obviously, watching the NBA playoffs would be a good time to see it. Lots of other reasons, guys. I could go on forever with this. Lots of other reasons to watch the playoffs. Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid are doing their best Shaq and Penny Hardaway impression. I mean, there's lots of reasons. I mean, Lillard versus Westbrook in the first round of the playoffs. That's awesome. The 76ers, as I already said, they're supposed to be a pretty good team. And obviously, Toronto Raptors, who I think are going to take out the Orlando Magic and go to the NBA Finals. There's lots of reasons to watch the NBA. And I think, obviously, in the second round, viewership is going to go up. A lot of teams in the playoffs in the NHL are going to be eliminated. And I think that's going to make it a lot easier for people to watch and concentrate on one playoff. That's what I think, man. Thanks for asking the question. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. I hope it's a good listen. If you disagree with me, comment under. We can debate about this. I have time. We'll fight. Let's do it. Thanks for watching, guys.